I've been in other countries for many years, but it is really a privilege for me to commemorate this occasion for me here in Macau. Yes, I remember, it was in the year 1973 in my place there in Spain, in Valencia. And one of the most joyful memories that I have is precisely the first Mass in my hometown, immediately after the ordination in June. Yes, I can remember very well when I was ordained priest in 1973, so exactly 50 years ago now. So many years and so many places. For example, the fact of being abroad all my life. Right after the ordination, I left for Rome to study there in Rome. I stayed there for 8 years. Then I went to England to study English for another 2 years before going to the Philippines, which was my destination. So I went to Manila. I stayed in the University of Santo Tomas. I was teaching there for a number of years, 25, 26 years. And then by office I had to come to Hong Kong. I stayed 8 years, and now also, unexpectedly, I was also destined here to Macau. You ask me in my life, I never thought of giving up my priesthood. I thought from the very beginning, priesthood is forever. And actually, priesthood is something added to my vocation as Dominican. So, since it is forever, I never gave a thought that one day I could leave it or something like that. No? But very sad moments I have had when some very close friends of mine, even ordained priests, they have left priesthood. So for me, were very difficult moments, painful moments, when they told me, well, look, I'm leaving. Very bad. No? But anyway, God has His own ways, and they are very happy in life. Also, when my parents died, I remember, it was a very hard moment, sad, because for me, I don't know, I've been very much attached to my parents, my brothers and sisters, and every time, so many times, I had to say goodbye to them for years. So imagine living to the Philippines for 3 years when my father was 90 plus, or whatever. Very, very painful, very painful. But they were very generous and said, no, your vocation is there. Go there. That is your place. Never mind about us. So this is a good lesson that they also teach us from the very beginning and all our lives. Their own faith, their own trust in God, and their own confidence that everything will be okay. No worry about us. No? So this is very good. I feel that inclination during my life, and in particular when I was even little, I felt this inclination towards priesthood. But actually my parents were the ones who contacted the persons, and thanks to them, the Dominicans in particular, later on I studied with them during the high school, and eventually when I was already 18, I joined the Dominicans. So I credit much for this to my parents. No? Of course, it's a personal call from God, and I am very honored and very happy that God called me to this vocation in particular. For me, it really is something unpredictable. No? We are in the hands of God, and wherever the Lord tells us to go, we are there. So challenges many, because the fact of being abroad all life is in itself a challenge. Not necessarily negative. I think it's a big opportunity also to deal with people from different cultures, different languages, to know places, to work in different fields and so on. So I am very happy and privileged in this way, to be all over the world, really. Well, Macau for us Dominicans has been always a dream to come to Macau. And I remember one of our fathers in Hong Kong, not so many years ago, no? Around 15 years ago, he was dreaming to come to Macau because San Domingo's church built by the Dominicans was one of the first churches here in China, no? in China. But we never expected to do that. It has been very recently when our presence is here in Macau. And so since we have students studying here at the University of St. Joseph, I was also assigned to be with them, to accompany them, to teach to them, and to form future priests. That has been my main work, let us say, no? all my life, practically teaching. And as St. Vincent de Paul said that the biggest or the greatest job or joy that we can find in life is precisely to make good priests, to help young people to become priests. No? And I think this has been my main apostolate during these years. Well, of course, for the youth it's very difficult to find their vocation. They have to discern, they have to pray, they have to be very generous, and to ask really for discernment, you know, in life. But I believe God has His own ways, and the young people also may listen to this voice of God in a way or another, through people, through opportunities, and this is a sort of a joy, a challenge, use a challenge with opportunity. But for the young people, I think it's very important that they realize that they have a personal call, a personal mission in this world, and they should not be afraid, because if this call or vocation comes from God, God will help them. Never mind how many difficulties or challenges, no, they may meet in life. No. There are very beautiful moments, very joyful, and there are also very sad moments in life. No? At both, at the social level and then at the personal level. No? Many years